Isaac Hayes, the theme from Shaft. All right, probably one of the most iconic funk songs, and definitely up there for as far as the use of the wah effect. Okay, so step one here, get a wah pedal, and I'll leave you a link in the description for the wah pedal I'm using here. Also, for this first riff I'm going to show you here, this main wah riff, it's just a ton of just strumming. So you got to be down with just the constant back and forth strumming throughout pretty much the entire song. Okay, so this first wah riff here, it's like I said, the whole song pretty much just chiming through. With the wah pedal here, if you take a look at the bottom of the riff, it kind of shows you like an arrow up and an arrow down. That's just kind of saying like where the wah pedal is during the riff. And it's important to know that this riff, it's the whole time it's going, it's just kind of improvising a lot. It's it's really loose and just kind of like throwing in little accents, and so it's not a super set in stone thing. The basic idea is you want to just constantly be keeping the strumming going with just these dead string noises. All right, and we're just kind of dropping in these little accent notes. For the most part, it's going to be this 3rd fret on the E with the 5 on the D. Okay, just this octave thing going on here. Okay, like we're just going to be jamming on that, and then we're just going to drop in these quick little 1st frets on the E for a F at the end of it. Okay, so just as an example, I showed you here, like we'll just hit those 2 G notes, the 3 and the 5, and we're keeping the wah pedal up in the low tone position now. Couple dead string strums, hit it again, dead string strum, hit it, dead string strum. Okay, and then we can just kind of like hit the 5 by itself, and then just a quick over here to the 1st fret. And once we hit that 1st fret, then you want to dip that pedal down. Okay. All right. So this is just kind of like a loose idea of what we want to be doing here. Like I said, it's just going to be doing its own thing and just jumping all over these notes and strums. Just slowly now. Okay, something like that. Just kind of. Okay, but the trick is now we need to get it up to tempo, so we're just going to be needing to be like that kind of deal. We're just kind of emphasizing a downstroke, every 4 times or 3 times, just okay, and just drop in those G notes. Okay, we're just like hitting it and just bringing it back to a dead string. Okay, just really quick, just practice getting that down. And then just drop in that 1st fret. Okay, and once you get that basic feel down, then you can just start getting your own improv going and just kind of like focusing a little more on the 5s here, or just more on the 3s, or just doing a little more dead strings. All right, so just pressing the pedal a little more, whatever you think sounds good. All right, and stuff like that, where you can just wail on and like this next part of the riff, where you can just kind of wail on the 5s just throughout the whole ending of it, just something like that. Okay, so very interpretive, very improvisational. It's just more about a feel and a percussive kind of vibe to it, getting that wah pedal dialed in. All right, and the second guitar wah that comes in. It's a little more straightforward and clear. Basically, this just kind of comes in with the chords, and it'll strum the chord once, and then it'll just kind of like wave the wah, like a wow, wow. Okay, you know what I mean? Just like a low to high, just at a nice tempo. Okay, so the first chord, it's a F major 7. Okay, so we're just going to do like a 3D, 2G, 1B with an open E under it. Okay, and we just strum that, and like I said, just fan that wah. Okay, we do that twice. Okay, then we just take that shape, bring it up 2 frets, okay, and leave that E open under it. Okay, so we're 5D, 4G, 3B, open E, and that'll make a G6 chord. And we just do the same exact thing with that. All right, and we would just repeat that throughout the intro. All right, and for the more adventurous of you, I'll get to all the like the flute and the horn and the string riffs for you. Like I'll get those in there for you. But for everyone else that just wants kind of like just the guitar recorded parts, let me get those for you real quick. So once everybody comes in after that long intro, you know, we'll get like the bass line and all that, and then the guitar, it's pretty much doing like a similar thing to what the bass is doing, but it's just kind of playing a different harmony of it. Okay, so it's doing this where we go open G, 2 to 4, just hammering on. Just doing that 3 times. Okay, and then just hitting an open D. All right, and it just repeats that. All right, and once the vocals finally come in, the verse chords basically, they're the same thing that the second guitar was doing in the first. It's just, you know, you don't really have to put any wah on it. And, you know, there isn't like a straight up guitar just strumming away in this recording. So the strumming's, you know, up to you. Basically, if you want to just do like a normal, just one strum, and like I said, it's still that F major 7, just... And it's, you know, 4 measures worth twice, and you can go crazy with it if you want. Just be like, whatever you feel like you want to do. But it goes from that, and then it'll just take it up 2 frets to that G6 that we did. All right, and we just repeat that progression throughout the whole verse. All right, at the very end, we get this dynamic strumming, and basically it's just doing that F major 7, but it's a really specific dynamic strumming, of course, where we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically just that fast. Okay, we're going to do that twice, and then just finish it with a single strum. Two measures worth of that. All right, and then the wah guitar is by itself, and then it kind of switches up a little bit, where we're just going to hit it once. Okay, let it go 2 measures, come up to that G6, hit that just once, and cut it for 2 measures. All right, and then repeat that whole thing twice. Okay, we go back to our F major 7 at the last time through, hit it once, just for 2 measures. Now when we come up to this final G6, we're going to hit it once every measure. All right, and then just we finish on hitting the F major 7 and just letting it ring out. Okay, so just put this whole thing together. Alright, and now if you're really hardcore, I'm going to show you all the flute, strings, horns, all those cool little riffs that happen. Okay, so we'll start with the ones that happen in the intro here. First is this little flute riff, where we'll do open to 3 hammer on the B, open B to 2 G. Next, horn riff, we go 3 B, 1 to 2 G. And then it continues with open E, 3B, 1 to 2G. Alright, and then it finishes with 3B, 4G, 2 to open. Do that twice. Alright, flute riff comes in. We come way up here. We're going to be at 15 on the B. We do 15, 17, 15E, okay, 17B, then we do the 17E, slide it up to 19 twice, real quick. Alright, and then once you hit that last 19, slide that out. Okay, so it'd sound like, okay, do that twice. Alright, and then we go start it the same way, 15, 17B, 15E, 17B. Okay, but now we take that 17E, slide it to 12, and then take the 12 to 10. Okay, okay, flute continues here, kind of the same riff that we did the first time. Alright, and now it switches it up a little bit where we do the same first half of it. Okay, but now we hit a 15E, and then 15B, 17B, back to 15E. Just kind of like a really quick thing that happens there. So it'd be like back to the 17B, and then when we hit our 17, 19, 17, 19, slide out. Okay, so it's just kind of like it throws in this quick little like back and forth in the middle of it. So it's like, all right, and now some strings come in, and that'll be open B, a couple of open E's, and then we do 3, 1, 3 on the B. All right, flute comes back in with its little riff. We do our 15, 17, B, 15E, 17B. Okay, now we come up to 19E. And then we do 15, 17B to 15E. And then we do 17E to 12 to 10. Alright, some lower strings now. We do 2, 4, 4 on the G. Okay, 5, 4, 2, open, 2 on a G. Okay, and now we get that bass coming in. Where it's going to go open to 2D to open G. Alright, repeat that 3 times. Hit the 3 on the E. And now this little piano chord that comes in, where we're going to hit the bottom part of a C. Okay, by hitting the open E to 1B. And then to a G, where we do 3 on the B, open G. Okay, so just something like. Alright, horn section comes in. We're going to go these 2 open notes on the E, couple of 1s, couple of opens. Okay, a couple of threes on the B, a couple of open E's. Okay, then we go 1 E, 3 to 3 B. Okay. Okay, then it jumps up. We go a couple threes on the E, couple fives, couple threes, couple sixes on the B, couple threes on the E. Then we go 5, 7 E to 6 B. Okay. Alright, and now we just repeat those two parts. Alright, and then we get this string section that comes in. And it's doing this high kind of super quick little riff where we're going 13 on the E, hammer that onto the 15, and then strum the 15 4 times. Okay, and we're just going to repeat that quickly 4 times. Okay, and then we would take it at the end of that, bring it up to 18, hit the 18s twice, and then go back to 15. Alright, just repeat that whole thing. Alright, and lastly, we get these low horns come in, and they just kind of do this 3-note riff here where we're going to go open D, 2 to 3, back to 2, open, 2, 3, okay, 2 to open, and then finish it with a 2 quick threes, back to 2 to open. Alright, so just slowly now. Okay. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.